Oh my gosh. I have a basket full of sleep things I bought like on Amazon, patches that were supposed to help me sleep, different types of musical programs, this thing that was going to pulse on the ceiling and I was going to watch it and breathe with it. And I couldn't even see the thing on the ceiling. And when I did see it, it was pulsing so fast, I couldn't possibly breathe with it. Oh, and just, well, I take a lot of sleep medication. I've tried that. And um, breathing programs, Tai Chi, yoga, those are wonderful things, but they didn't really do much for my sleeping issues. Um, I don't know. I could just go on and on and on. The things come to me sometimes. I go, yeah, I tried that. Because they weren't getting to the root cause of why sleep was stressing me out. And the stress is, what happened to me that caused me to have this insomnia issue. I still had a lot of issues about the physical problems, the health issues that were causing me to not sleep. And I had not addressed those yet. I still had a lot of fear about my health, about life itself. And this program not only helped me sleep, but adjust those issues so I feel much better about myself. And I had got to the point where I was basically staying at home and not going anywhere, doing anything with my life because I was so afraid to go outside. I was so afraid I might get sick again. Things might happen to me. So it helped me in that too. It helped me learn that I didn't need to be afraid of things out there. I learned about telling myself stories and how they were just stories, and they were keeping me stuck in a place I didn't want to be. I would usually fall asleep somewhere around 3 to 4 in the morning in the front room in a reclining chair. And I would sleep for a couple of hours, and then I would wake up and I'd be awake for another hour or so. And then I go to my bed and I would sleep for a couple of hours. So I was getting like maybe 4 hours of sleep. It was all broken up. It wasn't straight sleep. That was my typical night. Um, I usually go to sleep between about 1 and 2 in the morning in bed, and I sleep through to about 8 in the morning. I usually get around 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but it's sleep that goes straight through. It's not interrupted sleep. I'd say it took 2 or 3 weeks before I started to sleep better. I think it was when I was getting through the mind phase. We were talking about the mental things that I was telling myself and what was going on. I had to really embrace those things, and and that's when it started to get better. Oh, it was the number one thing is it was supportive. I felt so supported between Stacy and Devin. I had so much help. If I got stuck, they would help me through it. However, whatever I was stuck on, they would help me. It was just incredibly supportive. And the material that I worked through was easy to understand. It was easy to do. It was hard work. I knew it was going to be hard work, but it was hard work to work through some of my issues and to face some of the fears and things I had. That was not easy, but it was hard. But I knew I had this deep feeling inside me that it was really going to help me. So I made that effort and I worked through it. I feel that I am more eager to go out and do things, get out of my house. Um, I started back into doing some hobbies. I started gardening and some things that I haven't done in a few years because I know that was part of the whole, I mean, that was in part of the whole fear thing too. It's like, well, why am I going to start a garden when I just had this kind of a fear that my life was going to end soon and that things weren't going to work out for me. So why start doing these things? There are things that I really enjoy doing, like gardening, but why do those things if my life's just going to end anyways? It was really Oh, and a lot of my depression, I do suffer from depression, but my depression has gotten better since I started this too. I can't say it's gone, but it's gotten much better. Oh, anybody who's having issues sleeping. I mean, especially I think it's designed for people who have tried, just, the sleep hygiene and tried, a few other things, and they're still having, maybe feeling a little panicky about sleep. This is a great program because it gets into the, all the reasons why a person can't sleep, and it helps you deal with them. I would tell them to stay with it and don't give up. And I would tell them some wonderful things I've learned, like it's not about sleep. And you have to trust, and you have to accept and do those things. Instead of fighting that you can't sleep, you have to accept the things that are happening and learn from those things.